Hey everyone, Dad Son 3D back here. Listen, today we're gonna go through a full tour of all the printers in our little office that we have, and we're gonna go through all of the stories behind all of them because each one has a story, and that's the best point about buying used printers because that's what we do. I've never bought a brand new printer. Didn't need to. I'm not gonna spend the full amount of money when I can fix it myself or try to. So right here off to my right, we've got the Creality K1 Max. Features a 300 cubed build volume with a dual drive extruder gear for the hot end, and the K1 Max also has AI LiDAR. That is used for the first layered adhesion and uses AI to detect any issues with that. Also, it helps with bed leveling. Now this K1 Max, like I said, I bought broken. Door, I knew was smashed. There was glass everywhere in this one. I had to completely clean it out. Isopropyl alcohol, 99%, definitely the best. It tears down the grease and allows all that glass to actually come out of that grease and be taken out. What I used was actually this gear floss. Gear floss soaked in the ISO and just rubbed the Z-screws and leads all down. Cleaned everything up with a vacuum. I then cleaned the whole bed and frame area with a vacuum, a small vacuum, and then decided to turn it on. Also, this one came to me without a screen and screen ribbon. I had to source those from China. Got it on Amazon actually for, I think the combo was about $45, $50. Once those kind of came in, I was able to actually start to turn this on and see if there was anything else that was wrong with it. Luckily enough, that was it. Put the screen on, put the ribbon on, turned it on, everything was good to go, and I was all set. Next on the line is my K1 SE. This K1 SE came to me broken again, like many others that I've bought. This one has a build volume of 220 by 220 by 250, just like the old Ender 3 V3s and V2s. This one has actually been great to me. This one came to me as a broken one as well. This came to me with a broken screen ribbon. The connector piece that would connect into the back of the screen, broken, gone, I don't know. It was still attached, but it was broken. Sourced one of those for a few dollars on Amazon, and then got that in, turned it on, and that was it. Completely, that was it. And that was it. We were good to go. And then I got my son hooked. He bought one too. You'll see that later. This one came to me broken as well. This is the Centauri Carbon from Elegoo. The only thing wrong with this that wasn't even stated was the voltage switch was on the wrong setting. Switched it back to the US setting, and we're good to go. Booted right up, no issues. Absolutely no issues whatsoever. Knock on wood. Since I've had it. Straight printing galore out of it, and no issues whatsoever. This one, you can tell that I use it a lot. I love this thing actually. This is probably one of my favorites, is the new Elegoo Centauri Carbon. Now granted, they do have the Centauri Carbon 2 now, which is the multicolor, and now that they have released the canvas for multicolor for the CC1, I do have one on order. It is on back order. As of right now, I don't have a ship date from Elegoo. They say sometime in July. I did order it one at the release. We'll see what happens. Right now I've only got one on order, but let's continue on. All right, so moving on down. Now we have my K1C. C meaning carbon. So this will do the abrasive filaments, carbon, glass fiber, ABS, ASA. This is a fully enclosed printer, just like the Centauri Carbon, as the Carbon also says. It'll do the abrasive filaments, which is amazing. I haven't gotten into that. I'd like to someday, very soon. You can be on the ride with me while I do that as well. See if there's any failures or maybe some good prints, I'm hoping. But I did print something the other day, help me with my office space, and there's always a satisfying sound to a new print coming off the bed is that sound. It's ringing to the ears. It's bliss. This was printed in regular PLA Basic, and what this one is just a couple of SD card holders. There's minis, there's regular SD adapters, USBs, and some other ones to help me keep organized at my desk for all the ones that I do have. Let me just throw that over there. Slap that back on, and that's it. Close this up, you're ready for a new print. The story behind this one, this K1C, bought broken. Starting to see a pattern here as well, because I'm like the king of buying broken printers apparently. That's what my wife says at least, and now my son. This one just had a voltage switch that was incorrect, just like the Elegoo Centauri Carbon there. Flipped it over, it's good to go. Literally right out of the box. That was it. Been printing great since then. Also, one of my top performers when I started go printing. These two are probably my go-tos. Let's continue on. These next two are a story and a half. I bought these broken as well. The next two are the Centauri Carbons, the twins I call them. I bought these together, both broken. They were supposed to send me two to make one. Basically use the parts for one to fix the other, and then use the other as just parts. But they sent me two bent frame printers. So you know what? I said, let it be. Let's try to make a jig, straighten out the frame, vise it, see what happens. I didn't pay much money for them. You can be on that ride with me as well on this journey. Next, going down the line, we have one of my P1S's, Bamboo Lab. I have not gotten to this yet at all to try to fix it. I've unboxed it and just saw what was there so far. This came to me bought broken as well, with a hot end issue. There is a code that is coming up that there's no communication to the hot end. The previous owner told me that he did some troubleshooting on it already and has replaced some things. Now that being said, I'd like you to go through that journey with me and try to figure this out. Maybe it's something that you guys have encountered. I don't know. If you have, let me know, because listen, all of our knowledge is best used right here, communicating with each other and helping each other out. So if you have this issue, and in the description I'll let you guys know what exactly this is, because I can't remember it offhand. Next we have one of the OGs, newer OGs I would say. This is the Creality Ender 3 V3 SE, and that's a tongue twister even for me. This one I haven't done much printing on since getting into the Core XYs. The last 2 to 3 years, Core XYs have abundantly taken over to replace these bed slingers, is what they're called. For affordability and for families to get into it, this I bought as used but working. I didn't have to do anything to this one. I just wanted to upgrade one that I had that I actually ended up giving to my son. And he'll go over his here soon. I just wanted to upgrade my bed slinger at the time and get something that I could afford. I think I only paid $125 for this when I bought it online used. And I thought it was a great deal because I couldn't afford any of the K1s, or Elegoo hadn't come out with the Centauri Carbon yet. And the Bamboo Lab P1S and the P1P, when those started to come out, were $1,000. I wasn't spending $1,000 just to upgrade my Ender 3 V2. It just wasn't possible. And at that time, I didn't think it was a smart move to spend $1,000 at that time. So I opted to get just another bed slinger, just a little bit newer, and see what went from there. All right, this Ender 3 V3. This is where it gets a little bit slower on these older ones. This can only print at 250 millimeters per second. So it's a slower printer. And that was okay back in the time. That was actually fast when this came out, considering the Ender 3 V2s and some of the other bed slingers that were out there at that time. This does have a direct drive Sprite extruder as well, which was a huge upgrade from the previous version. Now, let's start to swing over to the other side of the room and have Connor introduce you to some of his.
Thank you, Dad, for letting me have the opportunity to show my 3D printers. So right here we actually have the K1 SE. This was my second printer, and this one was a birthday present to me a couple years ago. This was broken and it didn't really have anything, so I upgraded it a little bit, like a ton. And so far it's still being upgraded. Stay tuned for the channel to see what we do with it. Moving on, we have my K1 SE. This is what got me back into the 3D printing business or whatever. This one prints at 600 millimeters a second. This one prints really fast for other ones, unlike this one that only prints at 200 millimeters per second. This is the Ender 3 V2, so it only prints a little slower. Once again, magnetic build plate, upgraded tension wheel. Moving up here, we have a upgraded filament spool holder. Moving down, we have a light bar, so at night you flip that switch on or off. It shines on your print to see how you're doing. 3D printed this for the K1 SE. This is doing me good. No tall tubes up here. It drives me nuts. Other than that, they do pretty good for me. They are really good for me. This one is my favorite. I like this one a lot. This one really got me back into it. This one, magnetic build plate, and the only thing wrong with it was the switch for the electrical. So we just gave it a flip, turned it back on. It was printing, ready to go. Other than that, everything was great. Moving down here, we only have our benchies that we've made with every single printer we've tried to print with. We have everywhere from regular PLA, basic PLA, silk PLA, and PETG. And we're trying to do some TPU things here. We just got to get that up and running. So for a project, I'm actually printing a 3D printed airplane. So stay tuned for that video too.
All right, so that is it. That's all 10 printers that we have currently. What'd you think about it? The full tour for everyone?
I think it's pretty good. Could have gone more in depth. There's a lot more depth to the printers than we actually said. So if you guys want a private story about those, click the comment section. Write a comment about that. We'll hear those. We'll see everybody's. We'll make sure we do.
Also, hit the subscribe button and thumb up the video if you like it. It helps the algorithm let everyone know that you like it and spread it to more people. We'll get in depth on a later video on some projects, because these are definitely project printers that we have.
Oh, for sure, definitely.
And that's it. That's the full tour of Dad, Son, 3D, and our printers. And as always, sticking with you one layer at a time.